I'm going to move into the exercise in a minute. We're going to do the ball of light experiential again, but we're going to do it this time with a different kind of color. We're going to use the primary colors. So we're talking solid colors. In class 2 we used white tinged with a slight degree of color. For this particular exercise we're using solid color, solid light, and a lot of the meditations and exercises that Daskalos handed out to students to practice had these colors. And probably what most people think of as the primary chakra colors, you'll see that they come out of this, basically their primary colors, and then what happens in between when you mix the primary colors, you get all the variations and give you your 7 chakra colors. So let's begin to move into our practice, because time is moving on here. So get yourself comfortable, get yourself in a place ready to do your practice, and I'll lead you through this. Closing your eyes and connecting with the earth, either through your feet, if you're sitting in a chair, or if you're sitting cross-legged, just extend roots down into the earth beneath you. And since we're dealing with healing fear or anxiety from the unconscious system, see if as you ground down, if you can also add a sense of safety, a sense of welcoming the support of the earth, feeling the support of the earth around you, coming up through the ground into your body. And as in the other classes, as you ground down, also feel your energetic boundary around yourself, this energetic skin, about 1 meter, about 3 feet away from your physical body. So you're using the intention of your mind to see or feel, intuit this boundary, this container. If we don't have a container, it's like having no skin. Anything can get in, and often does. So we reinforce and support around ourselves a container of energy and a container of consciousness that defines who we are, defines our separateness, defines our integrity. Without that container, we are vulnerable. Just as if we did not have our skin to protect our organs, we would be vulnerable to infection. Also begin to slow your breathing down. Counting 2 breaths in, and then to the count of 4, breathing out. Slowing your brainwaves, slowing your mind. Shifting from your everyday mode, letting go of the day behind you, and moving into a more relaxed and more conscious state of awareness. And if you're doing this practice to the recording, you might want to give yourself 2 or 3 minutes, or as long as you need, to relax deeply, let go of the past, let go of your day, bring your full attention to yourself. Now take the middle fingers of each hand, forefinger and middle finger, place them on your temples, and begin the Agnya Chakra breathing, third eye breathing. Using your creativity, your imagination to breathe in through your forehead, breathing out slowly through your forehead. And your breath can also relax the 2 horizontal petals of Agnya Chakra. Think of it as a 2-petal flower emerging out of your forehead. And your breathing relaxes the petals, clears the petals. We're going to move into left brain energizing. beginning to count 1 to 5 out loud, hearing the words, hearing the internal dialogue of the words inside your mind and speaking them out loud. Turn your eyes behind your eyelids, facing up to the left of your forehead, and begin your counting. And then seamlessly switch your attention and your eye direction up towards your right. And as before, this time, you're not hearing the words, you're seeing them in your mind's eye. You're seeing the number 1. Seeing it as a visual picture in your imaginal brain. See the numbers counting up to 5. Each number a different color. Go through the rainbow colors. You might want to do 3 cycles of this. Really get your brain structure balanced and charged up. And then we'll leap into the etheric double body. So pausing, bringing your hands to rest in your lap, on top of your thighs, palms facing up. Relax your hands. Then you're going to bring them together, fingertip to fingertip. So you're creating a pyramid with your hands. We're going to energize using this particular kind of energy, this kinetic energy, this kinesthetic energy. And in the last class, in class 2, I had you go through each finger, bring your attention to the contact of each finger with its adjacent finger. Because of our time, I'm not going to do that, but I'd recommend that you repeat that exercise from class 2, focusing on the finger, thumb touching thumb, finger touching finger, and building the energy in your hands, building white light of your consciousness in your fingers, in your hands, until we create between the palms of your hands where that heat is starting to be sensed, or the sense of presence that you can feel. Creating a ball of light, white and warm. Creating the ball of light with your intention and with your sensory feeling, which is the most important thing right now. Just a few more seconds. Starting with a ball of solid white light between the palms. And now with your intention, with the intention of your mind, you're going to change that solid white light into a solid fire red light. So see, or intend to see, or invite the experience to happen that this ball of light, this thought form that you are creating with your own energy, is a fire red ball. And then just breathe normally. Breathe 5, 6, 7 breaths, holding the color, stabilizing the color of the ball of light. And for those of you who are very visual, want a little bit of addition to this, you can spin the ball. You can rotate it in a clockwise direction. Now, still holding your fire red ball of energy, I want you to bring it into your belly, down just above your pubic bone. And as you pull that fireball into your belly, take your thumbs and just touch your belly with your thumbs. Let the energy of your hands also be channeled into your belly, above your pubic bone, sinking that fire red ball of light into your lower dantian, and using your thumbs to direct the energy of your hands into your belly. And you're directing it down towards your perineum, so it's going in and down. And then just let that go, let that fire red connection go. Make a conscious disconnect with your thumbs, just gently bring them away from your belly, hands back in front of you, forming that pyramid with your hands, fingertips to fingertips. Creating another white ball of light. And although we're going to transition into another color, I'd like you to always return to the base color, the white color, before you transition into another color. Get that new white ball created. And now you're going to turn that white ball of light into a canary yellow ball of light. Canary yellow, solid color. Breathing normally, keeping your attention on the creation and stabilization of a canary yellow ball of light between your palms, radiating its light into your fingers, to the back of your hands. And as we did before, we're going to pull that ball of light into, this time, your middle dantian, into your chest and heart area. So whenever you're ready, move your hands up to your chest. Then open your hands so your thumbs connect into your lungs, touch into your chest wall, and then pull that ball of canary yellow light into your chest, into your heart, and use your thumbs to ground the energy even deeper into your chest, into your middle dantian, into your heart. The physical heart has a tremendous amount of neural material. It's a second brain, basically. So as well as healing the obvious brain, the well-known brain, we're also bringing this very deep color into the physical heart to heal the neural trauma, any neural trauma that may be in your heart. And then relax your hands. Consciously disconnect from your chest wall. Move your hands back into that pyramid, fingertips touching position. And after a short pause, begin to create your third and final white ball of light. And if you feel some resistance to moving on to the next color, the next solid primary color, it may be an indicator that you intuitively know you need to spend more time with the color or the part of the body that you just moved on from, that you just left. So just bookmark that and know that you can always come back and spend much more time with that center. But for now, white ball between your palms, fingertips glowing, hands bright white. And now start to turn that white ball of light into a sky blue, solid sky blue ball. Breathe normally, 5, 6, 7 breaths, holding that color, stabilizing the frequency. Perhaps even seeing it spin like a sky blue sun. And if you need a visual of these balls of light, imagining it as a scaled down version of the sun is a good way to image it. Let that sky blue color seep into your skin of your hands, into the bones of your hand, emerging out of the back of your hands and fingers till your whole hand is sky blue. And then raise your hands towards your forehead and very cautiously, gently bring your palms towards your forehead. You want to pull that ball of sky blue light right into the area of the amygdala, the pineal gland, or the front middle section of your brain. And allow that very specialized color to fuse into, to run through these brain structures, through the amygdala, through the visual cortex, to the neocortex, all the way through the different brain structures, going all the way to the back of your head. You can even run it down through your brainstem into your spinal column. And the intention is to heal shock and trauma. Heal anywhere in your nervous system, either your physical nervous system or your energetic nervous system, to begin that healing process, to speed up, to enhance that healing process, to reboot you to the next level of psychic development and spiritual growth. And for just the last 2 minutes, let go of thinking. Let go of your rational, directive mind. And let the intuitive part of you take over. So the experiences of dreamless sleep, or just about to fall to sleep. And you're not guiding things the way your normal, everyday, temporary personality does, as mine does, as all of us attempts to do. Instead, you're trusting to something deeper, something mysterious. Allow that unknown factor to creep into this experience right now, this practice. Spend as long as you need in this place, this very important place of the unknown, non-directive, and yet profoundly in touch with your etheric double. You've been practicing working with it for the last 25 minutes or so. So your soul nature, your soul self is right here, right now, in touch with you. And just like turning the volume up on your CD player or your TV, see if you can, with your intention, just crank up the volume so you can hear the voice of your soul, hear the voice of your permanent personality, or the message, or maybe just a feeling coming from an unknown part of you. Just a few more seconds and then we'll close. So moving into a conscious closure with your practice. It's been a lot of effort, a lot of focus. So you gently slow down whatever you're doing. Let go of the holding, the effort. And begin to move your hands away from your forehead. And especially important with this chakra that you withdraw slowly, because your etheric double hands will have fused into your brain, fused into the amygdala, deeply contacted your Agnya chakra. So you don't want to disturb too much what you've done. So very gentle withdrawal, pulling your energy hands back into your physical hands. Hands down, resting on your lap. Finishing as always by coming back to your boundary, coming back to your energetic boundary, resetting it. It's probably expanded from where you were. It's probably been pushed a little bit further back. So reasserting your boundary, returning to who you are, both ego, self and soul in one body. And then relax. Good, good. Well, thank you everyone for joining me on this teleclass. We're at the end of our 3 classes. I really hope the lecture material inspires you to find out more about how to utilize the findings of the latest brain research and combine it with a model of how to be a better psychic, but how to be a better healer, how to be a better spiritually evolved human being. And I also hope that this inspires you to keep separating out, keep learning about the difference between who we are as an ego-based personality, this temporary personality, and your permanent soul nature, because they're 2 different domains. And I think part of the problem in the West is that we focus so much on the ego self, we often lose sight of the fact that there's a lot of wisdom right there in your soul. Thanks for your interest in this 3-hour online class in psychic development. If you would like to hear or view similar content in the future, please hit the subscribe and the notification bells, and then you'll know when I've published new material.